maybe the same people behind the AIDS attack burned down Maui. And they're Licky Chops pornographers, and they want testimonials for the Licky Chop scene. So maybe what they're doing is setting up an example where they want me to explain in like that kind of memorial mode what happened when they gave me the nerve agent. I didn't have language skills. I remember going out without a coat in 6 inches of snow to try to save my life, and seeing a telephone pole that I felt like you could cut it with a knife. It was so rubbery. And I went down to the donut hole by Hebron Taj Tavern, and she saw me and her eyes looked shocked. And I stumbled back out the door. I think she went for the phone to pick it up. I didn't run, I just stumbled out the door and sat in the snow trying to feel something to save my own life. When they gave it to me, I was in terrible, terrible trauma. I was too frightened to resist them. I had been brutally tortured. They had lots of weapons. You know, they were always firing guns. So I was really scared. He gave me like a weird map to get there. Cole Hollow and Thaddeus Stevens I had to wait at. And then when they tortured me, they made me retrace my steps years and years ago and pay them for the gas that they gassed me with. That literally happened. It was the Gurdjieff Society of Peener Sinfield. The Gurdjieff Society, Ouspensky, and them. Gurdjieff Klecker. Gurdjieff was in Vichy, Paris during the occupation. He was helping the Gestapo. So, you know, you get the idea. They tortured me, gassed me, and then forced me to pay for the gas that they gassed me with, because the inhalants had been stolen from an auto parts store by them. They threatened to kill Boomer, Tommy Albert, whatever his name is, the dude, with Uglop and the Dutch. He called her. Said she plucked him. I couldn't believe that he would lead me into these men were kidnapping me, and he stood there and said, "Why don't you sing that song, I'm Nothing But a Punk?" And they sat me down in a puddle. And this is what Ringo Starr was doing when I was homeless in Seattle. When I was homeless in Seattle, somebody who should have been in school. They banned me from school. They tear gassed me in my home, and they tortured me and forced me to pay for the gas they gassed me with. Then he was saying, you know, tell me that good story about how they made you sit in the puddle, queer bait. And that's Ringo Starr's pizzazz with Roger Waters. And they just, you know, the way they killed Cersei Kennedy was just like having a little Coke with the dinner. It's like having a little Coke with the dinner.